This is really bizarre. You read that title right, Pokemon, which has been on Cartoon Network for like over 10 years. I even want to say like nearly 15 years, because I remember watching it at like 8 or 9 on Cartoon Network right next to Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was like 5 or 6. That was like 2002, 2003. So yeah, nearly like 15 years, like 13, 14 at the least. And I didn't watch the WB consistently as a kid. I really wanted to, but I didn't, so I didn't get a chance to watch Pokemon on WB. I was a Cartoon Network baby, so I saw Cartoon Network was like a year behind WB, I assume. So eventually Pokemon made the move completely to Cartoon Network, but that was like in what, 2005, 2006? I'm not really sure. But Pokemon was the last piece of Saturday morning cartoons on basic cable, and now Pokemon's not even on basic cable anymore. It's gone, and it's moving to Disney XD, and this means a lot of things for both networks. So one, why did this happen? Well, besides Boomerang, which still runs Pokemon every day, I'm pretty sure that's going to change soon if it hasn't already, reruns like every day, the main channel, Cartoon Network itself, because Boomerang, it doesn't get views for shit. Boomerang is just like completely irrelevant. And the schedule just gets worse and worse every day. But anyways, on the main channel, Cartoon Network only airs Pokemon once a week, Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. Who is gonna watch that? So I'm sure whoever owns, I'm not sure the company that owns Pokemon now, because I know 4Kids isn't around anymore. But they definitely got sick and tired of only a once a week time slot. Early in the morning, at the crack of dawn, it was like, we need someone who's gonna treat this network better. And honestly, Disney XD is the place that's gonna treat Pokemon better. So what does this mean for Cartoon Network? Well, anime on that channel is officially dead. We have Adult Swim and Toonami, which is great and beautiful. But aside from Pokemon, what anime do they really have? They had Bakugan before, and that did pretty well for its time slot. But in the recent years, anime was seen less and less on Cartoon Network. Pokemon was basically the only thing they had left, and now it's gone. And I don't think this means, oh, Cartoon Network's becoming a shell of itself. And it's no longer its former glory, because honestly, a lot of people already started thinking that a long time ago. I personally think this means, for the most part, Cartoon Network's finally saying goodbye to heavily relying on imported shows and serialized shows, and just focusing on their originals and the WB animated shows. And as for Disney XD, this means that if you look at Disney XD, Gravity Falls ended, and ever since they ended, like, Star, they were clearly relying on Star to become the new Gravity Falls, because, let's put this in perspective. And for those of you who are watching this video just for Pokemon that's happening, you just type in Pokemon, or however you stumbled across this video and you like have no knowledge of Disney XD, it is Disney Channel's sister channel. It usually comes in higher cable packages, it's not on basic cable, and despite being in many homes, the viewership is not good. And Gravity Falls was a show on Disney Channel that did amazing for ratings, so they moved to Disney XD thinking it'll boost up the channel in ratings, but unfortunately only Gravity Falls was the only show that still consistently hit over 1 million views, 2 million views, etc. And they relied on the show called Starburst Forces of Evil, hoping that would be the new Gravity Falls, and that did not work out because the ratings for it just keeps plummeting and plummeting. If you look at Disney XD now, it's just full of repeats of their live action shows that don't even have that many episodes to begin with. I saw a tweet earlier saying this week, Walk the Prank, which is, I guess, is some live action show I never really watched before. It only has 20 episodes. The Disney XD is airing that show 146 times this week altogether. Only 20 episodes. After Gravity Falls ended, that channel became a mess. So instead of going by 2009 and relying on anime, like how Naruto Shippuden was basically the face of Disney XD for a little bit, until their animated series came and started picking up steam. Now those animated series aren't picking up the traction again, so now they need a new attraction to the network, and that's going to be anime again. We have Beyblade, we have Yokai Watch, and now we have Pokemon. And a lot of people think Dragon Ball Super could even come to Disney XD now, even though I'm still campaigning for Toonami, but that's besides the point. With the addition of Pokemon, that'll definitely get in Sun and Moon. A lot of people are going to start tuning Disney XD again to watch Pokemon and all these other toyetic anime, because having a channel that doesn't even crack 1 million views anymore, having premieres rank at 200,000 views, 300,000, 400,000 is a very bad thing, and that's how the network has been now, ever since Gravity Falls ended. Personally, I'm still shocked that Pokemon's not even going to be on Cartoon Network anymore or on basic cable, but at the same time, I'm not that surprised because, like I said, a once a week time slot at 6 a.m. is not good, especially on a day where people prefer to sleep in. There was a point where Pokemon would run, even if it had premieres on Saturdays, they would still run it throughout the weekdays at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., you know, when kids are getting ready for school and they have something to watch if they wake up early enough. Or something to watch while their parents are getting ready to drop them off at school, and now they don't even have that anymore. And Disney XD will rerun the hell out of Pokemon. I'm expecting to see it primetime slots, because they did it for... They do it right now for Yokai Watch, but there's another anime, Doraemon. They did it for Doraemon. It got a pretty good amount of reruns, and good slots for the episodes to run in. And if they treated Doraemon like that, they're gonna treat Pokemon like a god. They're gonna treat Pokemon like Gravity Falls. But these are just my thoughts, my opinions, and basically the whole, what I believe business strategy behind it, and what this means for both networks. But I want to hear your thoughts, so please comment down below, because to me this is frankly a huge deal. A lot of people may not care about this, but I definitely do. It's not even that I even watched Pokemon, but it's the fact that it had such an impact on my childhood and how I viewed Cartoon Network as a child. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Were definitely a huge impact on my experience viewing Cartoon Network. And now both those properties have either moved to Nicktoons or Disney. And while I'm happy for those franchises respectively, because now they're going to have way more exposure and better treatment than Cartoon Network gave them, at least in recent years, it's said that that piece of my childhood is basically gone. It's not the same because now the network that I grew up with. At least with Dragon Ball Z Kai, that's on Adult Swim, which is still on the same channel as Cartoon Network. And still on the same block, so it doesn't feel that different from watching Dragon Ball Z as a kid. But with Pokemon, we're gonna have Disney XD bumpers now, and Yu-Gi-Oh! We have Nicktoons bumpers, and it's just weird. It's definitely a surreal experience. And anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, it really helps me out. Like our Facebook, follow us on Twitter, links to everything in the description. Awestruck Vox, signing out.